We're having a little bit of camera issue here, but I am here. How are you? How are you? Just give me like one little minute. Yay! Howdy! Let me fix my auto focus. So I want to hear all about how you guys are. I have missed you. I have missed you. Hey Susan, will you put a link in our group box? I'm sorry, I was on the phone right up until just a second ago, and I'm getting ready to. Hey, yay, Ash! We were all so worried about you. We were so worried about you. Yay! We're so happy you're here. Okay, so you guys, I need a little therapy. So I'm gonna do some painty papers, I think, but I gotta get my stuff together. You guys vote. Do you want painty papers or do you want painty papers or paperclip embellishments? Everybody vote. Hi, Jan. Oh, we're all good. We're all good, Ash. We're so happy that you're okay. All right, you guys, give me one little bitty second, and I'm going to get my paint. You guys vote. Painty papers or paperclip embellishments, okay? What does everybody want to do? Painty papers or paperclip embellishment? What feels good to me? You know what? I'm good with it, either one. Or we can make feathers. We could do a bunch of stuff. I mean, you guys have had a really rough day, but I'm getting over it. I've decided I'm going to get over it. So what do you girls want? Painty papers? Okay, painty papers. All right, we'll do some painty papers. Okay, so get your scrap paper. It can be ugly scrapbooking paper. It can be newspaper. It can be, hi Pamela, hi Scotty. Okay, so maybe we'll do a little bit of both. We'll do painty papers and some paperclip embellishments. We can do both of that. Okay, so if we're gonna do painty papers first, so that we can make our paperclip embellishments out of it. Get some newspaper, magazine pages. I don't know what newspaper, magazine pages, or paper bags. Paper bags make great painty papers. Book pages. You have your choice. Book pages, paper bags, newspapers. I like making painty papers with all of it. And if you want to make paperclip embellishments, grab a magazine and some paper clips. You need a pasta box or something like that. And hi, Catherine. Ash, we're so happy you're here. I am breathing and letting go. Are you kidding? I had a big breathing, letting go session right before I started. I was breathing and letting go. I so needed it. If I told you guys about how my day has been, you would tell me to definitely let it go. So I've got a couple of new pieces of newspaper. For those of you that's your first time joining me, you know, I make painty papers out of everything, okay? I really like making painty papers out of newspaper. I like making it out of stuff that you would normally throw away, okay? So if you're going to make yours out of a newspaper, you just need any type of a newspaper type flyer. And look, I got a cup of coffee. Somebody loves me. Cup of coffee right here. And my lovely friend is visiting me, and I'm having a wonderful time with her. I'm so happy. And it was what I needed. I'm still doing my calamari. So for those of you that are into doing the calamari, you know it's really difficult actually. You think that it isn't, but it is. So let me just I want to get some book pages and some paint. So what happened, Pam? Pam, where are you? Are you in Florida? Is that where you are? Hi, Edna. Hi, Ann. Hi, Terry. Hi, Susan. If I didn't say hi to you, you guys talk to me in caps, okay? Because then I'll know you're here, and I'm sorry, I was a little preoccupied. Usually I give myself a little bit more time than I did this time, but I'm good now. So if you're going to make painty papers, I like making it with acrylic paint. So just give me a second. I'm going to get my paint. And I like using a credit card, but you can use what you'd like. Your painty papers are up to you. And occasionally I like to use stencils, so if you have some stencils, that's always fun to use too. So I've got my paint, I got my credit card, I got my paint, I got my credit card, and I'm ready to go. Just give me one little second and we'll start our Painty Papers. And did any of you guys do the shaving cream paper? I saw a couple of you in the group did it. And did you like it? Did you think it came out good? Was it a process you would enjoy doing again? I really love doing it. I'm sorry, you guys. Give me one more second. I'm just trying to get some stencils, and then I'm good to go. Get some stencils, and I'm going to get a couple of more, some metallic paint, and I'm good to go. Okay. What did I miss? What do you guys say? Happy birthday. Whose birthday is it? Whose birthday? Oh, it's Anne's birthday. Happy birthday, Anne. All right, Anne, ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Anne. Happy birthday to you and many more. And we're wishing you so much love for your birthday and Painty Papers. So I have to say, I will give you guys a little for one. I think painting newspapers is my favorite, but I'm going to start with book pages. And Amberly's saying she had to clean up her watercolor attempts. Your watercolor attempts to do the marbling. It's fun, right? Okay, so for those of you that are new here, all you lurkers out there, say hey. Say hey, all you lurkers. So, oh, happy birthday. I'm so happy for you that, you know, birthdays, I love birthdays. Not everybody loves birthdays, but I do. I think birthdays are just such a great time to just earmark where you are, and it's not about gifts and stuff. It's really just about how you feel, you know, and I love that. Okay, you guys, I'm going to just go for it with my painted paper. I'm going to do my Painty Papers, and I don't know if I'm going to do, I don't think I have any Q-tips, so I may not be able to do Q-tip circles like I normally do, but we'll see. We will see. Hi, Carla. Hi, Renee. You made it, and I made it, too. You made it, and I made it, too. It's been a rough day, girls. Thanks, Amy. You're lip-syncing to Happy Birthday. You're so funny. You are so, so funny. So, tell me what is on your agenda, ladies, for the weekend. Does anybody have, like, some crazy, fun thing to do for the weekend that you want to share with all of us? You know me, I love to hear good news, so I would love some. Okay, somebody's going to write me and ask me, what do you use Painty Papers for? Anything you want. There are no rules in art. You find your zen and you just make it happen. Okay? You find your zen and you just make it happen. There's no rules, no right or wrong. There's, you know, I use Painty Papers in my junk journals. I also use Painty Papers for my envelopes. If you want to make paperclip embellishments, and I use it for that. I use Painty Papers for bases for my Power Pack. That if you guys haven't joined our Power Pack, it's a really fun thing. And so for those of you that have been here a long time, your son has his first football game in the morning, Amberly. Awesome. Hi, Dawn. Dawn's not talking about her weekend. Well, you're in Florida, Dawn. We're sending you love. We are sending you love. Hi, Sherry. So, as far as art and Painty Papers, you guys just go for it. You know, there's no right or wrong. Just go for it and enjoy the process. That is the key, I find. And, you know, sometimes you just need to art it out. You just need to, like, as Renee says, craft or cry, but sometimes you can craft and cry, okay? So if you want to make your Painty Papers, there's no reason. You don't even have to have a reason to make your Painty Papers, okay? So you don't even have to have a reason to make your Painty Papers. But I know somebody's going to write me and say, why are you making Painty Papers? Your weekend, Beth says her weekend is to sit in the dark and wait for Irma to go. Oh, no. You know what? Let's all, while we're sitting here with each other, and while we still have internet, and for those of us that are in Florida, those of you that are in Florida, I want you to image Irma and just send her love and just say, Irma, we love you, we love you, we love you. Now you can go a different direction. Thank you. We love you, Irma. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. I know it's a scary time. It's a scary time for everyone. You know, my friend that's visiting came from Cuba, and right after she left Cuba, they had the earthquake hit there. So let's send it love. Let's totally send it love. Let's send it love. Send Irma, send all the people that are experiencing, you know, anything other than joy, let's send them love too. Hi, Vicky. I'm so happy to see you guys. I can tell you the truth. I almost bailed today. I was having such a rough day, and Jan saying she likes to jelly print with stencils. I like to jelly print with stencils too. And you saturate both the front and the back. Good job. I like that too. I was talking to Susan, and she was like, I was just telling her I was having a really kind of a rough day, and she was like, you know, maybe you should take the day for yourself. And I stopped myself and I said, you know what? I'd rather hang out with you guys than wallow in my pity party or whatever I was doing, you know? So I'm just telling you, sometimes you got to paint it out. You got to craft or cry. And I'd rather craft today, quite frankly. So for all of you guys that are feeling scared and fearful over Irma, you know, let's just send everybody lots of love and peace and calm, you know, peace, calm, and lots of love. And I wanted to tell you, if you're trying to go back and look for some of my former live streams, I'm going to do some video editing, so it may not be up there. We can wallow together, Dawn. You're right. Ash says, on the days when you want to bail, when you want to bail on art is the day when you need art. You're absolutely right. And I also just need you guys too. You know, I have to say, you have no idea what all of your friendship and camaraderie means to me, and it has seen me through some really, I will say, not so easy times, and I'm grateful for that. I'm so grateful for all of your friendship. So back to my videos. I'm going to edit some of them. So I've taken down, I've only left up a few of my live streams, and I'm going to try some editing software. So we'll see if it works. So there's only a few live stream videos up for probably a few days, at least until the middle of next week, when I can really get a hold and do some editing. So I'm just letting you know. I also want to tell you guys I have been doing some zombie stuff. So for those of you that want to make a Halloween or zombie style journal, we'll make one soon. I don't know exactly the date, but if you wanted to, you know, gather some junk journaling materials, please do. And I am going to do some graphics and have them available in our Facebook group for all of you guys. Okay? So if you guys go on over and join our Facebook group, Crafting Mamas, and you want to make a Halloween journal. I don't know exactly when we're going to do it, but I just wanted to let you know that I started on the graphics. I've got a ways to go. I haven't done it. Hi, Patricia. How are you? Hi, Beth. Hi, Joyce. I'm so happy you guys are all here. Hi, Nalisha. You're ready to work on some spooky stuff. Did you see who is the person that posted in our group that fabulous chandelier? Did you guys see it? It was amazing. It was a Halloween chandelier. Oh my gosh, it was so great. I loved it. So you guys, I am drinking real Cuban coffee. My lovely friend visiting me from Australia, who went to Cuba. I was supposed to go on that trip, and I just couldn't get it together to go. She's staying with me I'm so happy she's staying with me for at least 10, 12 days. I wish she'd stay a little longer, but you know, everybody's got their own life, so you can't take people away from their own zen, right? So, she brought me some Cuban coffee, and you guys, I have to tell you, This is day 3 of the Cuban coffee. And it is amazing. Like really amazing. Okay, girls, let's do a little woo-woo on everybody that's feeling a little stressed over the storm. Okay, so I want you guys to breathe in. Focus on your heart. Breathe in. Make sure your feet are on the floor. Breathe in. Breathe in love. And send out love. And breathe in love. And send out love. And breathe in love and send out love. Breathe it in and send it out. So I want you guys to know that we're all here for you, and we do worry about you. So, please post in the group how you're doing. And, make sure you have some water and some flashlights, right? That's what everybody needs. Some water, flashlights, and some food that you don't need to cook. Send everybody in Florida. Breathe it in. And send some love out. And breathe it in. And send some love out. Breathe it in and send some love out. Super awesome. You guys, there's a bunch of projects that I have on my crafty wish list. Did you guys go over to the group and write the stuff you want to do on your crafty wish list? Your oldest daughter is half Cuban? Oh my gosh. I love that, Dawn. How are you, Miss Scotty? Did you get your big shot yet? Have you gotten your big shot yet? You have chocolate, water, and chocolate. That sounds good to me. I love chocolate. Chocolate is one of my favorite things. Because I gave up soda so long ago. I mean, occasionally I'll have one, but I don't have soda anymore. I think I'm kind of boring. I think my last sort of vice right now is really nice coffee. You got your Vagabond too? Oh, Scotty, you're going to love it. I have a Vagabond too, and I have a Big Shot. So I bought my Big Shot new, and my Vagabond came from a friend. So she was no longer doing any sort of paper crafting. So initially I was like, oh, I don't really need it. You guys, I use both of them. It's ridiculous. So I use both of them. Now, right now I'm just putting a base coat. So if you guys haven't done Painty Papers with me, I'm just doing a base coat first, and then I'm going to go back and texture them and do some cool stuff on them. So is everybody like ready for just the whole fall situation? Like, I know that all of us have been thinking, like it's been so hot and what have you, and then, all of a sudden we're in the midst of like crazy storm weather, and then some people are actually experiencing fall and the beginning of like, what may be not necessarily fabulous weather, So that is what's going on. So hi Laura, how are ya? I'm happy to see you. Did one of you guys go over and post in our group that we're doing chat and craft tonight? I hope so, because they've changed YouTube. Okay, so it used to be I could go in, I could set it, it would give me a link, I could go and look at my pages. If I was like one of you guys, I could process a link and it would work. Now, honestly, you guys, I don't know how, I can't do the configuration. So it's best if it comes from one of you guys to cut and paste the link because they don't actually give it to me. So I haven't figured out all the new YouTube ins and outs. Pocket Man, you have Pocket Man does the job. I left up Circle of Love and I left up Pocket Man. Those are the videos I left up because I know some of you guys would like a good laugh. I want to go back and hear me laugh like a hyena, which is, you know, oh so fun, right? And then I had to leave Pocket Man up. I mean, he's ridiculous. And Painty Papers we can all thank Amberly for Painty Papers and the woo-woo on that. So that's really a good energy, video. So I like that one. But I'm going to do some editing and then they'll all be back up in maybe a week or so. We finally watched Pocket Man. But Dawn, what you didn't get to see was everyone's hilarious comments. And it was like too much. If you could imagine, you know how the comments can be like so funny. It was quite comical, the comments. It was a laugh. It was a good laugh. I needed that laugh that day, guys. I really did. I really, really did. I needed it. My Painty Papers, most of them are already dry right now, Vicki. I mean, I just put them next to me. You know what's cool is, do any of you guys shop at places where they throw away coat hangers? So, you know, they actually have an Old Navy here on Maui, and I shop there because of my 11-year-old. I mean, I buy her clothes. Well, she outgrows, you know, kids, they outgrow their clothes really fast. She outgrows her clothes super fast. So I buy her clothes from Old Navy, and they give you the hangers because they just throw them away, which is, of course, wasteful. And you know me and my recycling extravaganza, right? So what I do is I hang up the pants hangers, you know, the ones that have the clips on them. I have those, and I usually hang them up, and I usually have one sitting next to me, but I cleaned my space, and I took it out, so my space is almost ready to show you guys. I need probably another week, depending upon how much I get to do this week. I need another week, and then I will, I'll be able to show you my space, and then you guys can see my tiny little art space that I love, you guys. I love it. It's like a perfect little art space for me. Love it. So because I'm doing it really thin with a credit card Bic, it will definitely dry super fast. And I don't leave a lot of paint piled up on it. It dries, and because it's newspaper, it does dry really quickly. You know, it does. Hi, Noni. Yeah, you used your imagination. You could tell it was good. Oh my gosh, Dawn, I never laughed so hard. I cried. It was ridiculous. And it was just like one-liners. You guys were hilarious. It was a fun day for all of us. Anne saying she did 15 Painty Papers, and by the time she got to the last Painty Paper, they were dry. Most of them were dry. Well, I think it's because we're doing it with, if you use a paintbrush, I think it's different. But when you're spreading it on super thin with a credit card, it definitely works faster. At least I think so. You know? And in my world, you can't have too many Painty Papers. Is that true of all of you guys too? Can you have too many Painty Papers? I love Painty Papers, you guys. I think it's one of my favorite things. And you know, originally I wanted to work on some candy box junk journals, but you guys, I've had such a tiring day that I couldn't do it. You know, because that requires like me getting all the papers, and because I'm still in the midst of my calamari and reorganization, I have a little ways to go. So Painty Papers, I always use them. I keep them in one of my accordion file folders that I made out of magazine. Did any of you guys make those with me? They're so fun, and that's addictive too. Super fun and addictive. But Painty Papers are my favorite by far. And painting on newspaper is absolutely my favorite. I just like it. I don't know why, but I do. I love it. I love it. I love it. I like painting on newspaper. I like painting on book pages. I like painting on newspaper. I like painting on ugly scrapbooking paper. I like painting on junk mail and envelopes and flyers. I like all of it. It's your first set of Painty Papers. Oh, Amberly, it's addictive. Because once you have a supply, like once you've created your stash of like handmade Painty Papers, you can add it to just about anything. You can cut it up, make it borders for your art journal. You can, I mean, there's lots of stuff you can do with them. Anne, how's your arm? You haven't done anything with your Painty Papers? You know, sometimes I like the way they come out and I just bind them in a book. But if you're going to bind them in their newspaper, you need to put like some sort of tape or something on the, you know, where you would sew it, because newspapers come up. So if you wanted to put like masking tape, or you wanted to glue some Tyvek on the back of it, or, you know, you have to do something, because when you sew through newspaper, it definitely is going to come up. Okay? Definitely going to come up. Definitely, definitely. 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 It's going to come up. Definitely going to come up. So you just have to go with it and, you know, just see where it goes. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to get them all, the ones that are dry, and I'm going to start doing the embellishment. Before I do that, I'm going to wipe my hands off. You could use masking tape and washi tape. The only thing I find with washi tape, and I don't know what kind of washi tape you have, Melisha, is I have, some of it doesn't stick. It will stick to newspaper, but, you know, not always. So I think masking tape might be a better solution if you wanted to sew them into a journal. And then you might also want to think about double-sided, you know, painting both sides if you're going to use them in a journal like that, you know, if you're going to do your Painty Papers on both sides. You know, if you're going to use them for junk journaling pages. So I have to now decide what I'm going to do on my Painty Papers. I have to decide if I'm going to use stamps or if I'm going to use, I don't know. Let me find, you guys, I cleaned my space. I started really doing a deep purge, which I don't always recommend for those of you that are like me and put stuff away, can't remember where you put it. But I did like a serious deep purge, and it's been both good and stressful, if you know what I mean. Stressful from the fact that when you're doing a deep purge, this is what goes through my mind. So you guys tell me if I'm crazy or not. I mean, maybe I'm crazy. Hang on one second. I'm going to get a dry wipe, because I'm going to use it as my sponge. I'm going to use it as my Painty Paper. So I save all my wipes that I use during when I'm painting and stuff, and I use alcohol inks and whatever on them, and then I reuse them as painting cloths. You know, like to dab or use like a, yeah, I'm stenciling some of this, so. You forgot where up is, you put things up all the time. Guys, I'm the worst. I have to tell you, like, sometimes I make myself ridiculously crazy. I'm like, where did I put it? And then I spend all this time looking for it, and of course, are you like me? It's in the last place that you looked. That's what happens to me. Sometimes in the last place that I look. In the very last place I look. So are you guys glad it's Friday? I am so glad that it's Friday. I am so glad that it is Friday. I'm glad it's Friday, and I am glad that it is Friday. I'm glad it's Friday, 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 yay! I'm glad it is Friday. I'm super happy that the weekend is here, even though I have no real plans. I'm super happy it's here. Super, super happy it's here. Super, super, super happy it's here. And I'm happy that, you know, that I have a new week to begin next week. This week was a little rough. I don't know how you guys fared, but my week was a little rough. Hi, Ken. Well, that's true, Alicia. It is very funny. It's the last place I'm like, but my point is that I think by meaning that, I mean, I go, the last place that I'm like thinking of, I'm like, oh, well, you know I put it here, and then I'll spend all this time looking for it. But also what doesn't help me too is I have helpers in my house. Do any of you guys have helpers where they go through your stuff too and they put it up, they put up your stuff thinking you're going to be able to find it in a certain place? You know, they put it up and they put it up. You know, they put up my stuff thinking that they're gonna, and then they always say, "I told you," and of course I'm like, "No, you didn't. You did not tell me that you were gonna move." And then of course that makes me even crazier, right? Because you've just spent all this time looking, and then you're thinking, "Oh, I'm crazy. I thought I put it here." So can you see how these would make really cool embellishments? Oh, you're putting on for Layla. Hi, Layla. Hi, Kaden. Oh, Layla. Kaden, how are you? Are you guys going to make some painty papers with me? Kaden, I know you're a good artist, so I bet you that you can make some really cool painty papers. I bet you can. You guys, what did you do for yourself? Did anybody do anything for themselves this week that you want to share? Oh, Vicky got a puppy. She got a baby. Oh, she's beautiful. She got the most beautiful little boxer. She's gorgeous. So everybody congratulate Miss VA Pearl for the newest addition to her house and her family. So I did something for myself this week, you guys. I went and I floated yesterday. I went and I floated. No, they just had a bath. Okay, Kaden, you and Layla can do painting papers with me another day, okay? I went and floated yesterday. So my friend is visiting, and you know, one of the best things about when you have somebody come to visit is it pushes you to do stuff that you enjoy doing, but maybe you put off because you're like, oh, I'm too busy, I'm this and that. Well, I live in one of the most beautiful places in the world, and I wouldn't change it for anything. And the water is always nice. And I went to a beautiful beach yesterday, and we floated. And we went toward the end of the day, so the sun wasn't so blaring. Because the sun in the tropics, if you haven't been, is very, I mean, you can get sunburned really quickly. And you know, it's like one of those things where you just have to take the time to take care of yourself. So I went and floated. And you guys, it made me feel like $1 million. Hi, Leah. Yes, definitely stay safe. Are you and your mom going to art and craft while you're waiting for this storm? You guys going to art and craft while you're waiting for the storm? So, you know, for me, I think having something to do when I'm in a time of stress is like really good. One of you guys here, I think it's Dee, when she's stressed out, she cleans her house. I'm always like, could you come to my house and clean? I would really appreciate that. Could you come and clean at my house? And so she laughs. She goes, give me a ticket. I'll be right there. Okay, I'm liking these polka dots. Are you guys liking them? Oh, that's awesome. Susan says she and Bet are going to feng shui their financial center. I think it's awesome. I understand, Kim. It's really stressful when That's awesome, Edna. Edna realizes that she can use her laminator to make her own stencils. So you guys, the key to creating a fun stash is create in colors that you love, and you know, then you're never you're never out of like inspiration and out of supplies. Dawn says, yeah, she's packing some crafty she needs the distraction. I hear you. Are you guys evacuating, Dawn? Or are you staying where you are and riding it out? You know what? In my world, I grew up in that. I didn't grow up in Florida, but I grew up in Texas. In my world, there is nothing worth staying for when you think it could be, when it could be as disastrous as possible, you know? I like the dots, too. I'm kind of into the dots font. It's ridiculous, right? Oh, Alicia, that's so sweet. She said that she is crafting more and trying to use her supplies since she's joined us here. All about that, you guys. I'm all about using my supplies. Using them up. Using them up. Using them up. Using them up. Using up my supplies. Using up my supplies. Using them up. Using up my supplies. I'm all about that. For me, it's a little bit like the more I use them, the more I enjoy them. And then I'm like, oh, I know why I got this, or, you know. But you guys, I did do another purging. I went through and I have more boxes of stuff to go to be given away and donated. I went through my stuff and I still have more to give away. You know, I just have to get myself down to a size, a space, you know, the amount that fits into my tiny space. Because it's so easy for me. I don't know if any of you guys have that issue, but it's so easy for me to just say, oh, I'm going to keep this because I'm going to make that or do this, and then just never get to it. Does anybody else have that issue, or is that just me? You're also destashing, Alicia. You're going to do some calamari. Oh, my calamari is in. I'm still doing it. I'm just letting go in every area of my life. I'm in my happy. You know what? When I'm doing this, I'm definitely in my happy place. I'm definitely in my happy place when I'm allowing myself to just play and not really focusing on whether it's beautiful or whether it's, hi Lucinda, hi Carla. I'm not focusing on whether it's beautiful. I'm just focusing on enjoying it. Does anybody else, like, if you can let go of the expectation of like what it needs to look like? I think for me, I'm like letting go of all that. Letting go of the expectation of what it needs to look like. I'm just going for it and enjoying it and then finding uses for it. Does anybody else like feel like that's something they can do or that they want to do, or maybe you do it even better than I do? You know, I'm the most critical of myself than anyone else. So critical of myself. So critical of myself. So I'm just trying to enjoy it more, not have so many expectations, also trying not to have so many rules for myself. Your mom was going through her ribbon, Leah. What was she doing? Tell us about your mom and her ribbon. I bet you have a great ribbon stashed on. Oh, that's so sweet, Alicia. Alicia's making crafts to honor her mom. I love that. That's so awesome. I think that's just precious, you know? Well, for me, I'm just like trying to enjoy myself and not get myself all overwhelmed with like that I have to have something that they have to be for a specific project. And I like creating things that I can put in my stash so that when I'm ready to do something, I can do it. Oh, Vicky, I'm sending you love. No, I lost my mom. I've lost my mom 10 years ago, and now I'm still missing her. Oh, you're so sweet, Ash. I love you guys. Ash, how are you doing with the? I was thinking about the air quality from the fires. That is like not. It's like very difficult, right? It's very, very, very difficult. They used to burn when we used to have a big sugarcane processing plant here, and they used to burn all the sugarcane fields. And I have to tell you, when they do that, it's since this year it shut down after I don't know how long it had been here for a really long time. But for me, it was like one of those things where I have, I would have upper respiratory infections from it and couldn't breathe. So I can't imagine what you're going through, Ash. Wildfires are nothing to laugh at, that's for sure. And I read somewhere recently that they thought that whatever the fire was there in Portland or in your area was started by a kid, which is even worse, right? Can you imagine how that child feels? No, it's reckless, but kids don't always remember. No, they're not always in tune with the consequences of things, right? 32. What was that? 32,000 acres of land that have been. Am I wrong, Ash, or am I right? 32,000 acres of land. Oh, you guys, I know. I lost both my parents really close to each other. I lost my mother, and then my father-in-law, and then my father. And it's a very difficult time when you go through that, It's so difficult. Yeah, I was a kid playing with fireworks. I know, right? It's horrible. As soon as they do the burning sugar cane in South Texas, and they call it black snow. Yeah, it's bad. What's bad? It's not the burning of the sugar cane that's so bad. It's that they put here, at least I don't know about in Texas, but here they put the irrigation lines, and they're made with PVC pipe, and they just burn it, and they just plant new the following year. So what's really bad is that when they burn it, this PVC pipe, it lets off the, strong emissions, and it's bad. You guys are always with us. They're always with us. I always feel the presence of my family, my parents, even though they've passed. Do you guys still feel the presence of your families? You still feel the presence of your families. If you feel the presence of your families, like you're never alone. Yeah, I miss my mom and my dad every day. They were amazing, amazing people. Amazing, amazing people. Amazing. They were amazing. And did you guys hear Louise Hay passed away? I love Louise Hay. Do you guys, anybody ever listen to Hay House Radio or read all the, Louise Hay wrote some really good books and really took the new age, the woo-woo movement, right, to the next level, supporting people. And she passed away. Was it this week or last week? It was recently. No, they don't use anything to let people know it's going to burn. There probably is a burn schedule in the paper somewhere, Lucinda. I don't know. But you know what? They just closed that plant, so we haven't had any burning right. It would be coming up soon, but we haven't had any burning. So we'll see. We'll see. There's still some sugarcane growing, but they just may let it grow all up, and not do anything about it. So country music singer. Is that what you're saying, Lucinda? Did you guys ever read the book The Afterlife of Billy Fingers? That is such a good book. If you guys haven't read it, it is such a good book. It's a quick read, and it's about, you know, a woman who loses her brother, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful book. If you haven't read it, I recommend it. I highly recommend it. It's called The Afterlife of Billy Fingers. I know today's a polka dot day, guys, but realize all these are going to go into my stash, so it's not going to be, maybe I won't use them all at once, but they're all going to go in my stash, and I'm excited about that. I'm excited about my stash. Thanks, Carrie. They're just polka dotted painty papers. They're nothing. It's nothing that special. And this was a cheap stencil from a big box store. And you guys all probably have that big box store, I guess, unless you're in Canada or in another country. Oh my gosh, you have to do it. You'll love The Afterlife of Billy Fingers. Is as woo-woo as it can possibly get. And for those of you that are into a little woo-woo, it is such a good read. You'll read it in about 2 seconds, and it's a really good read. And if you've recently lost a loved one, it's a perfect read for you. Or if you know someone that's lost a loved one, it is such a perfect read. It's such a perfect read. So I think that you should definitely check it out. Militia, it's worth a read. You probably can get it at your library. It's been out for a while. It's a fast read. I love to read too. So I started collecting a bunch of stuff to make a junk journal with you guys again. I was going to we can make a junk mail, not today, but maybe we'll do it on Tuesday. Make a junk mail, junk journal. I also collected just some stuff that I make junk journals with, and I was going to do one of my style junk journals with you guys. And I know we still haven't finished our shabby chic junk journal, but we definitely will. I want to spray my papers, my lace. I want to spray my lace. Oh, I have to tell you guys the cutest story. So my youngest one, she's in the 5th grade, and they told her they wanted her to do a biography, okay? So you'll never guess who do you think a woo-woo child would pick to do a biography of? I was so shocked when she told me who she picked to do a biography of. Are you ready for this? Elvis. She's doing a biography on Elvis. So last night we watched an Elvis movie on Amazon. It was so cute. She was like, it was so funny because, she knows his music, but I don't think she'd ever seen a movie of his. And my friend that's visiting, we were both like, oh, we wanted to marry Elvis when we were younger. I was definitely going to marry him. We were just reminiscing and talking about all the things that we loved about Elvis. I know, don't you love Elvis? Hi, Maria. Oh, we're happy you're here. We're so happy you're here. How are things? What time is it in Greece? Right? That's where you're from, Greece? So we watched Elvis. You guys, we watched Blue Hawaii. You guys, that was probably one of the worst movies he's ever done, but he danced really good. But it's like such a poor depiction of Hawaiian people, but I guess they had good intentions. I don't really know. I think, when was that movie made? Like in 1961? Was that when it was? Oh, I love Elvis, you guys. When I was a kid, I really loved him. Oh my gosh, you guys, if you had seen her last night watching a movie and talking about it, it was so funny. She was so cute. So I took Charlie to the beach with us, and Charlie doesn't really like the water. You guys, she doesn't. She was like on one of us at every moment, like a child drowning, And then she went and played in the sand before we left, and I told the little one, I said, we've got to go put the dog back in the ocean before we leave because I don't want the car to be all sandy, right? So she takes the dog down, and the dog has all four splayed out like, you know, like a splat, and you know. Hi, Jennifer. Hi, Sarita. So the dog has all four splayed out like, I'm not going back in. And she's dragging him back in so that she can, dragging her back in so she can, so she can wash off her paws. So it was pretty funny, you guys. Pretty funny. Okay, I've got a good selection of Painty Papers going on. I'm liking them, and I'm liking my dots. I know these are all dotty ones. Everything, I stopped to read the chat. You think there's something wrong with YouTube? Oh, I'm sorry, Vicky. You know what? I tried to watch someone a couple of days ago, and every time their video buffered. So I really think it is the settings on YouTube. I think they're like messing with the settings because it just seems ridiculous, right? You're so funny. I'm sorry. You thought your screen froze too because I was trying to read? You guys are chatting pretty fast, so it's like a little hard sometimes. You hold your breath every time. I don't know what it is, and I haven't changed anything, and I don't think anyone else has changed anything. Thanks, Kathy. Kathy, I'm glad you liked your napkins. You know, I felt silly sending you napkins because you guys have better stories than I do. You like the colors I used? Well, I like them. I'm kind of attracted to this color right now. You're so funny. So I've got a couple more to paint, but these are all already dry. This one's probably not, but these are, you know. So if you want to send some happy mail to somebody, Painty Papers, I think Painty Papers are a good happy mail. What do you guys think? Is anybody else into Painty Papers for happy mail? I like Painty Papers. You liked everything I sent you? Oh, I'm glad. No. I have such a weird collection of things. I don't have the same things everybody does. So sometimes when I'm sending people stuff, I'm kind of like, ugh. And that's why I'm not always, I'm kind of reticent sometimes to want to swap with people. Not because I don't want to swap, but because it's just, I just don't have what you guys have. So, and also too, my taste is so weird compared to, I see what everybody else gets and theirs is so beautiful. You're not crafting, Lisa, you're doing herbs and laundry. Well, good for you. What are you doing with your herbs, Mama? What are you doing with your herbs? You guys can definitely make stencils with your die cutting machine. I do it all the time, and I use them. It's good, though, if you're going to do it with your die cutting machine, that you put some, if you're going to do it with your die cutting machine, like on food packaging or that sort of thing, that you put some packing tape on top, the clear packing tape, and then you run it through your die cutting machine, because then when you paint on top of it over and over again, it doesn't wear out your stencil. I have some that I make and use all the time. So I definitely love making my own stencils, especially if it's like a die that I really love, or I've used it a lot in a journal, or, you know, like if it's like a butterfly die, right? And you've used it a lot in your journal, you've like cut up a bunch of butterflies and made embellishments and whatever, then you can use that same image to stencil, rub paint through. Looks cool. Okay, wait, I missed what you said. You dry them out and you crush them? Oh, that's awesome. You made a plaque for a friend today? Ooh, nice, Carrie. I'm sure she'll love it. It's a name board. Is a name board different than a plaque? I don't even know if I know what a name board is. I don't even know if I know what a name board is. What did you say, Susan? I missed it. Hi, Shelly 20,004. You did some Painty Papers too? They're addictive, these Painty Papers. They're really addictive if you want to cut them up and use them in your collages. If you guys ever watch Carla on Caged Fish, because you guys know I love her, on Tuesdays, although I didn't get to watch her this week. I've and she's going to be on Sundays. She does beautiful collages. So you can make these painty papers and then use them as components in your collage work. If you want to collage, she's great to collage with. Totally fun to collage with. Yeah, I agree with you, Maria. We're sending everybody lots of love in Florida. Hey, all you lurkers, say hi. Lucinda, we're sending you lots of love for your son. And you, because it's stressful when you see your kids going through so much. It's stressful when you see your kids going through so much. Definitely, like, really stressful. Her videos haven't been working, but she has some older videos, Lisa. So if you don't get to join her live streams, go back and watch some of her older videos. She has some really amazing videos, and they're really fun to work with. How are you feeling, Miss Sarita? How have you been feeling? I love her videos. You know, there's a lot, I like lots of different people, and it just depends upon what I'm going to make along with, you know. If I'm going to make along, like, it depends upon what I'm making. Did you guys, any of you guys go over and watch Diane Fago after I told you about her, F-A-G-O? She's a beautiful, beautiful artist. And I like her work a lot. If you like butterflies, you really will like her work because she does lots of cool butterfly things. I like her work a lot. She does some cool stuff. She does some really cool stuff. Super cool. I am worried about all of us too in this hurricane season. It seems like it's really severe this year and it's just early on. Hurricane season lasts for a long time. So I agree with you, Sarita. Sending everybody in the wake and waves of hurricanes lots of calm and love and peace and, you know, friendship. I think it's so important right now for everybody to just try to be there for each other, you know. Try to really focus on being there for someone, you know, being there. Try to really focus on being there for somebody. I agree with you, Lisa. You can't watch people's videos when they're blurry. Who did the butterflies? Her name is Diane Fago, F-A-G-O. She's a beautiful mixed media collage artist, and I think that you guys would really enjoy her. She has a YouTube channel, last name Fago, F-A-G-O. She also goes by Packer Dye. But she's just a beautiful YouTube artist, and she has some really nice videos, and she does lots of collage work with butterflies. So I think you might like her. So what have you watched this week on YouTube that you've enjoyed? I don't know if this week has been a bit rough for me. I haven't really caught anybody's videos and stuff this week. Yeah, Packer Dye, or she goes by Diane Fago, F-A-G-O. I think her channel says Diane Fago, a.k.a. Packer Dye. I think she did a new video this week. I didn't get to watch it, but I got a notification for it. But if you just go back and watch her collage work, it's just really inspiring. I like her art a lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. I like her art a lot. So she is really talented. Very, very, very talented. How many of you guys made the paper feathers? Did any of you make the paper feathers? They're like fun and addictive. Oh, Vicki, I'm sending you love. You know, when my mom passed away, it was very difficult. It was very, very, very difficult. But I feel like, you know, I feel her presence so much all the time. And so I feel grateful for that. You know, I feel grateful to be able to just feel her presence and feel her love and that sort of thing. Hi, Sally Ann. How are you? You've been watching Crafty Hodges? Oh, she's great too. I haven't seen a lot of her videos, but I saw one where she made, my gosh, that journal that she does. You know what I'm talking about, like the magazine journal that she did. She did one a couple years ago, and I watched it, or maybe it was a year ago, and I thought it was awesome. She's got some great ideas. And you know me, I'm all about the magazine, so I love that. I love the whole idea of it, like the whole idea, the exchange of it. I love it. Really love it. Really, really love it. How are you, Kathy? Welcome, welcome. Sarita said she made colored pearls with alcohol inks. Ooh, make sure you post a picture on our Facebook group if you can. Oh, she did a series that Marcy did. Marcy did an amazing journaling page. I thought that was beautiful. If you guys haven't joined our Facebook group, it's called Crafting Mamas. And all are welcome. And you don't have to be a paper crafter. You can be in any kind of crafter. Any kind of crafting that you want to do, we welcome it. We love to learn new things and see new things. And we love friends, right? Camaraderie, friends, fellowship, painty papers, trashy stuff. So, all right, all you lurkers, say hey. Say hey. Scotty, your feathers, I have to tell you, your feathers put my feathers to shame. Your feathers are your thing, Mama. Your feathers are awesome. If you guys didn't see Scotty's feathers, head on over to the group and go look at Scotty's feathers. They were amazing. She did an amazing job. I liked all of them. I know you asked people for which ones were their favorites. I thought you did a great job on all of them. I loved all of them. Hi, Susan. What do you want us to call you? You want us to call you Susan Ann, or you want us to call you Cherry? I agree with you, Kathy. We have to be sending everybody love. Everybody love. Ash, we're so happy everything's okay with you. You had us all like a little worried. We're happy that it was nothing more than your internet being out. But everybody is worried about you because we love you, Ash, and we miss you, and we notice when you're not here. I notice when all of you guys aren't here. I feel the absence, you know, I really do. You feel the absence. Your puppies kept you running all day, Vicki? Aw, that's so sweet. Hi. Hi, Samantha. How are you? 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 Okay, I want you guys to post where you're from because I want people to feel, you feel the love. Ash, we all love you, and everybody was really concerned. So we're all glad you're good. You're back to work and you're teaching, but you're tired. I get it, Samantha. I get it. Okay, everybody post where you're from, and I want you guys, if you're near each other, contact each other and become crafty best friends. Everybody needs a crafty best friend. Houston's in the house. New York's in the house. Maple Ridge, British Columbia's in the house. Fayetteville, Arkansas. Melbourne, Australia. Muskogee, Georgia. Princeton, West Virginia. Cincinnati. Tennessee, Indiana, Rhode Island. Awesome, Amy. Welcome. Chicago, Oregon, Tennessee. Las Vegas. North Carolina. Garner, North Carolina. Northwest part of Georgia. Deer Park, Texas. Minnesota. New Smyrna Beach, Florida. Go, Nebraska. Walnut Grove, Alabama. South Africa. Whitney, Texas. California. And Maui, Hawaii, right here. Maui, Hawaii. Oh, you're so sweet, Maria. We all learn from each other. Daytona Beach, Florida. Maria's from Greece, right, Maria? Where are you from in Greece? Athens? Athens, Greece. Kathy's asking you, Joni, what part of Nebraska are you from? I think it's important to find your crafty best friends. I really do. I really, really, really do. To find your crafty best friends in your part of the world. It really sees you through a lot of stress and different things in your life when you can, even if you craft and chat along online with other people, you know, but it's really fun if you can get together in person occasionally. Jen, I've lived here, well, off and on, but off and on for quite a while, but I would say like the most consistently has been, I don't know, less than 10 years, but long enough. Long enough. You used to live in Hastings? I don't know where Hastings is. Where is Hastings? I know, where's Vicky S? Vicky S, we miss you. Oh, Bet, we love you. Sending you love, Bet. I know what it's like to chase a 3-year-old and a 6-year-old. Been there, done that. Worn that t-shirt. I'm looking forward to when my kids have grandkids. Aren't you? If those of you don't have grands. It's in Nebraska, Kathy. Okay. So I'm looking forward to my kids when they have some grandkids. I would love some grands. I would love some grands. My oldest daughter, she told me I had my own grandchild when I had my daughter that's 11. She's 25. Oh, was Barb on today? How was Barb? What did she do? Grandkids are the best, Lisa. Oh. I can't wait to have some, you guys. My kids are not in any hurry. Okay? They're not in any hurry. Aren't you from Pretoria, Sarita? Because we've sing that song every single time, right? Why did they make us sing that song? Can you guys tell me? Can somebody give me the 411? When you're in high school, they make you sing We Were Marching to Pretoria. Did anybody else have to sing it, or was it just us? Yes, Scotty, I saw the pictures of your grandson. He's gorgeous. Oh, Sally Ann, that's so sweet. Yeah, Jen, how's your new grandson? Did you guys see the beautiful baby, the little beautiful granddaughter Danina had? Just me, Shelly? What about just me? I was the only one that sang We Were Marching to Pretoria. Susan, you went to school the same area I did. You know they made you sing that song. They made you sing that song too. Don't you even try to deny it. They made you sing that song. It's a ridiculous song, right? I mean, maybe it's not ridiculous, but for us to sing it in the middle of Texas when there's like We also sang, you know, the Deep in the Heart of Texas too, so I've got some painty papers going on, friends, and I'm happy with my painty papers, and I've got paint all in my hands. Is Vicky S in the Eye of the Storm? Is she anywhere near the storm? Oh, he's a little chunk, Jen, and he's 3 weeks. Oh, I saw the pictures that you posted. He's beautiful. Oh my God, This Land Is Your Land. How many people sing that song? We sang that song so much, it just like you couldn't possibly get away with it. Marching to Pretoria is an old war song. We'll leave it to people in Texas to continue that tradition. Oh, Kim, I bet you are enjoying your granddaughter. That's awesome. I have to sing. Oh my gosh, I don't even remember all the words. We are marching to Pretoria. It's just it's just such a random song to know. And what's even more random is that they make you sing stuff like that in Texas, right? It's ridiculous. So I've got 2 more Painty Papers. So I'm thinking, you guys, I don't know, but I don't know how the weather is going to hold out this weekend. But if I get it together, I may stream another day this weekend, and if I do, I'll make sure I put up a notification, and I'll try to do it ahead of time. I collected a bunch of junk mail envelopes, and somebody had sent me, more than one person, maybe I've had maybe 10 or 12 people asked me at some point to make a junk mail envelope journal. So I thought about doing that, and if I get it together, I'll put some of my painty papers in it. And if I get it together, I will try and do a stream with you guys this weekend. It just depends upon how my weekend goes. If not, maybe I'll do it on Tuesday. But that's what I'm thinking. This definitely works better if you use a dauber, but I don't have, you know, a sponge, like a makeup sponge, but I don't have any. You missed me singing We Are Marching to Pretoria. I did not sing it. I don't remember all the words. I guess I could look it up, but it's just like one of those things where, like, you know, you may not know a place, but you know, like, the randomness of, like, stuff that people, that you have to, your association with it, right? Your association with. Me and Carla can stream from a surfboard together. You know, I should do a stream with Carla. I do. I love her, you guys. You guys, if you want to get over your fear of collage, or if you just want to learn how to do it with ease, go over and hang out with Caged Fish. Her name is Carla, and she's awesome. I really like her a lot. There she is! I didn't even know you were here, Carla. I was just telling everybody to go hang out with you on Sunday. How are you? What's going on? I know, speak of the devil, and there she is. Speak of the collage queen, and she manifests. I haven't watched the news for the storm update. You have so much homework, would you rather craft? Stream. She was just saying that we could stream on a surfboard together, Carla, you and me, because yeah, I think she's referring to your potential torrential rain. Your potential torrential rain. I think that's what she's referring to. You are the collage queen. What are you talking about? Yeah, no lurking, Carla. No lurking. You are the collage queen. I mean, I've seen some people do some amazing collages and really jump into embracing collage art since they've met you. You do. You show people how to collect the stuff, how to, you know, make your own little books to put it in. You always have great ideas. I love them, and I like your style. I like your style. Just telling everybody to make their painty papers. You tired of waiting? Are you crafting at all? Trying to craft the nerves away? Cage Fish is your collage hero, Jen. Did you hear that, Carla? You're Jen's collage hero. I think that's awesome to be a collage hero. To be a collage hero. I think that's great. You know, Sarita, sometimes they make it even more frightening than it is actually going through it. So try not to watch the news. Try not to watch it too much. It can do a number on you. It can totally do a number on you. I remember when I was a kid and we would wait for hurricanes, my grandmother would play cards with us. She would just play cards. She had cooked. She would, if she knew a storm was coming, she would cook a lot of food that didn't require heating up. That could be like finger food, like fried chicken and stuff like that. She would cook, and she would get out all of her oil lamps, you know, her little oil lamps, and then she would get out a deck of cards, and we would all just play cards, and she was so much fun. She was just so fun. I hope I'm a grandma like that. I hope I'm like the fun grandma. I hope I'm not like, oh no, we have to go see our grandma kind of grandma. You know what I mean? I hope I'm the fun grandma. So there you go. When my 11-year-old was little, oh gosh, you guys, this is so ridiculous. So my mom was really sick when my daughter was born. She was actually, my mom had come to visit me, and then right after she left, she got really sick and unfortunately passed away like maybe 3 or 4 months later. It wasn't very long afterwards. But so my mom had just come to see me, and then she flew home. She was living in California. She just flew home, and then I got a phone call from my sister. They'd rushed our mom to the hospital and found out that she thought she was having an asthma attack, but honestly, they found out she had stage 4 lung cancer. So they had her in this room, and, you know, they have them all, like, tubed up and everything. They did some surgery on her. And anyway, so I'm carrying this baby. And I realized I had her when I was, like, 43. So I'm carrying her in, like, a snuggly, right? And my mother was in ICU, you know, and they knew that she didn't have long. So they were very sweet, I have to say, in allowing me to take the baby with me. I lived in New York, and my mom lived in California. And my sister and I are there, and I have this baby in my, you know, my littlest one in a snuggly and carrying it. And and I have naturally gray hair. I mean, I've been gray for a long time. Like in my 20s, I turned gray. And I go through phases of dyeing my hair or not dyeing my hair. I mean, it's like a phase thing, right? Sometimes I'm into it, and then other times I'm like, ugh, I don't. So at this point, I was in the phase of not dyeing my hair. If you've dyed your hair a long time, if you're prematurely gray and you dye your hair a long time, so there gets to be a point sometimes where you're just like, I don't want to dye my hair anymore. So I'm holding my baby, and I'm in, like, it happened to me more than once, but I'm in the hospital with the baby, and I'm holding her. And one of the nurses said, oh, what a cute grandchild you have. You guys, all because of my gray hair. My mother burst into hysteric laughter, okay? She had all kinds of tubes and everything. She just thought it was so funny because she was always on me, dye your hair, dye your hair, dye your hair. And then here she is, like, guys, I told you my life, it's been so ridiculous. It's been so ridiculous. So I think that, you know, between my daughter telling me I had my own grandchild and then, like, having all this gray hair, I mean, it's sort of gray now, but kind of not. I mean, I dye it, and it's sort of in between. Oh, but your mom's 93, Maria. That's awesome. My mom would be 86 if she was still alive. She was a good one. She was a keeper, my mom. She was a keeper. So, Carla, I hope you get to stream on Sunday. And if you guys are around, check her out. She's going to do a Football Widows Anything Goes book Sunday. If there's electricity and the hurricane hasn't devastated everything, which we're praying that it decides to go to another dance. Hi, Luana. How are you? Happy you're here. So if you guys get a chance, catch Carla on Sunday and then again on Tuesday. I guess it'll just depend upon the weather, right, Carla? Hi, Sarah. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Carla says she'll either stream on Saturday or Sunday or both. Okay, cool. So you guys, if you haven't gone over and joined, subscribe to her Facebook group. She does have a Facebook group called Art Experiments. But if you haven't gone over and subscribed to her YouTube channel, it's called Caged Fish. And she has really fun live streams. She also has other videos that are not live streamed, but she's got some good live streams. I think you guys might like it a lot. You wrenched your back with groceries? Oh no, Luana. I hope you feel better. It's not going to hit till Monday, Carla? Oh, that's even more, nail biting. Oh no. You're playing it by ear, Carla. That's all you can do. Now, all we can do is just really send each other just lots of love and support. All right, for you guys that wanted to do paperclip embellishments, we're going to have to do that another day. Because after I finish these painted papers, I'll give you a quick flip through, and then I'm going to probably may end a little early today just because my friend is here and I want to go. We're going to go to every one Friday night a month, depending upon what area of town you live in, they have like an art gathering, like artists and music and food, like a street fair sort of, but it's really nominal. It'd be like more like a country street fair than like a street fair that most of you know. But it's sort of fun for here. I think that for all of us, Carla, we're happy that when you do show up, and everybody that has subscribed will be there if they can, right? Because, like, I didn't have, you guys, my computer has been having issues too. It was like I tried to watch somebody the other day, and I couldn't, it just buffered the whole time. So, like, after like 10 minutes, I just couldn't watch. And I don't know why that was, but that's just how it was. So if you guys have never made Painty Papers, they're very addictive. Try it. Make them out of anything, your junk mail. Make them out of book pages. Make them out of scrapbook paper you don't like. Make them and just make them fun. Make it really fun. Oh, thanks, Luana. Thanks, Luana. You guys go on over and join our Facebook group. It's a fun group of ladies, and I did, my fault, let a new guy in. His name is Nick. I haven't seen him post anything yet, but I thought, sometimes Nick can be a girl too, right? So I thought it was a girl, but it was a guy. Looks like he does some really cool stuff though. You're probably right. It probably would, but I think I'm going to use these as backgrounds, so I'm trying not to add anything that's going to be too standoutish, if you know what I mean, because if they're going to be background papers, I want to put make my focal point either the image or maybe I'll do some stamping on it or something like that. But you're right, Carrie, it probably would make it jump out. So it probably would. Probably would. Probably would. I will give you guys a quick flip through my Painty Papers in just a few minutes, and then I'm gonna, maybe we can do like a couple minutes of energy work for anybody that wants a little boost for your weekend, a little calming boost. And then I'll say adieu until I see you guys on Tuesday, unless something comes up and I have time this weekend. But anyway, I really appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate your love and your support. I appreciate your crafty best friending. Okay, I think I'm done with this one for the moment. A marble party sounds fun. Okay, here's paper 1, and I will pass on. And paper 2, these are already dry for whoever asked. Uh-oh, paper 3, paper 4, paper 5, paper 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I have a couple of other ones over here that I didn't paint any stuff on. Okay, my ladies, I want everybody to close their eyes and put your feet on the floor. And I want you to give yourself the opportunity to sit in your own energy. Focus on your heart. I want you to see a beautiful column of light running through your heart all the way through your heart, your solar plexus, your lower abdomen, running through the base of your spine, deep, deep, deep into the earth. I want you to see the same column of light, follow it all the way up from your heart to your throat, to your face, to the top of your head. I want you to feel this column of energy, this column of light, fountain out the top of your head as high up as you can easily and effortlessly imagine, and feel it going deep, deep, deep into the earth as easily and effortlessly as you can imagine. Feel the column that's deep in the earth spread out its roots. Make them big tree roots, really large oak tree roots. Make them deep, deep, deep in the earth. Breathe in the beautiful energy from the earth. I envision this like gold. Breathe it in. Feel it spreading all the way through your feet, ankles, knees, thighs, hips. Feel it in the base of your spine. Feel it in your lower abdomen. Feel it in your solar plexus. Feel it rising up through your heart. Feel it in your throat. Feel it down your shoulders, your upper arms, elbows, lower arms, wrists, and out every finger. Ready? Breathe it in. Feel this gold energy rising up from your throat, filling your face. Breathe it in and feel it filling and fountaining out the top of your head. Ready? Breathe it in. And breathe it in. And one more time, breathe it in. Imagine the highest point of cosmic creation energy, heavenly angelic energy that you can easily, effortlessly, and enjoyably imagine. I imagine this energy like beautiful diamonds, but you can see, feel, think, or know this energy any way that works for you. Feel this beautiful diamond energy pouring in the top of your head and mixing with your gold earth energy and spreading. Feel it filling your face, your neck, your upper arms, shoulders, elbows, lower arms, wrists, and out every finger. Feel it filling your spine, feel it filling your chest, feel it filling your waist, feel it filling your lower abdomen, feel it filling the base of your spine, feel it pouring out your legs, your hips, thighs, knees, calves, and ankles, and out the bottom of your feet. Ready? Breathe it in. And breathe it in. And one more time, breathe it in. Okay, I think all of us could use a little support right now. So what I want you to breathe in, I want you to receive all the love and support that you need right now in your life, no matter what you're going through. I want you to breathe it in. And on the exhale, I want you to let go of anything that doesn't work for you. Ready? Breathe in all the love and support that you need now. Breathe it in. And exhale anything else. And breathe it in. And exhale anything else. And one more time, breathe it in. And exhale anything else. Now I want you to breathe in the love and support that you need. And on the exhale, I want you to send out that love and support to all those in need. And you can focus on any area you'd like. Ready? Breathe it in. Breathe in all the love and support. And send it out. And breathe it in. Receive it and send it out. And breathe it in. And send it out. Breathe in all the love and support that you need. And send it anywhere in the world. And when you feel ready, open your eyes and come back to yourself. Good night, Carrie. I hope you sleep well. Hey, Kate. So know that this energy, if you want to receive it, all you need to do is say yes. And if you don't, you just say no and you won't. And know that you can send it. You can come back and listen to this stream anytime. Anytime. And it's always here for you. Always, always, always. You can send it to all of those in Florida, all of those in the Caribbean islands, all of those in Texas, all of our loved ones, anyone that needs that extra love and support right now in whatever they're going through. Just breathe it in and send it back out. It's always here for you. Oh, just breathe it in, Nancy. You didn't miss anything. Breathe it in. And let go and send it out. And breathe in all of the love and support that you need. And send it out to any and everyone that you're feeling needs that love and support too. Yes, be safe, all of you. You can always replace things. You just can't replace you. All right, my lovelies. I love you so, so much. Please know that. I want you to have a wonderful, creative, crafty weekend. Make some painty papers. Post them in our group. If you haven't joined our Facebook group, come on over, Crafting Mamas. Oh, I'm so glad, Luana. Yes, receive it for yourself and send it to yourself. We all need self first, right? Big hugs. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. I'm sending you love, all of you Florida mamas, all of you people in the eye of the storm right now. We're sending you so much love and support today. Oh, I'm so happy, Nancy. Huge love. Huge, 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 huge love. Okay, take care, ladies. And as always, from my heart to your heart, I'm sending you guys so, so, so much aloha. Head on over to Crafting Mamas. Give me a thumbs up if you guys have enjoyed our video time and make some painty papers. All right, take care. Aloha.